A man puts his thoughts on a post-it note. What does that mean? What does the post-it note mean? It says, never say I. Now you understand when they say that happiness is not real. So I'm a man who's at the bottom, working his way up, with no lack of work ethic, with no lack of cleverness, and I'm getting the job done. I'm literally working 2 full-time jobs, trying to get 2 to 4 or maybe even 5 hours of sleep in between each shift. These are online jobs. We're making about $20,000 a month. And what I realized was after about 1.5 months of doing these, I'm exhausted. I'm burned out. I have nothing left. And all I really want is some support. All I'd really like to do is to reach out and for someone to say, keep going. But what happens? The client wants more. The work needs improvement. The girlfriend needs reassurance. And what this realized is that as a man, you are here to serve. It's not about you. What I realized in this moment where I had about 8 hours where I was just getting shit on, where nothing went to plan, where nobody was there to make me feel any better, where nobody was there to help. Nobody's been there to help for the past year in my life where things haven't been going well. The thing is I was always thinking that there was this sense of righteousness, of justice, that as long as I gave, people would see that. As long as I put in the work, people would see that and they would give that back to me. Karma, reciprocity, the circle of life. And what I realized is what it really means to be a man is to really suffer. Nothing in this life is really going to go your way. There's going to be brief periods of respite, of relaxation and enjoyment. And if you are living the right life, it's going to go back the other way and things are going to go wrong. The foundation of your existence as a man needs to be living in the hard work, doing things you don't want to do, and enjoying the suffering. What I've experienced in the past 24 hours is the fact that nobody cares about me. You hear that all the time. You need to take responsibility. But I'm here, I'm asking for help. I really need somebody to support me in my darkest days, and nobody's here. This is the last couple of days at my parents' house. I'm broke. They say, Adrian, you can't be here. I say I'm working 20-hour days. The girlfriend says, you should be supporting me. I say to the client, the work is done on time. They say, why didn't you go above and beyond? Do you not appreciate what we do here? And what I'm realizing is that there is just supposed to be this vacuum of feeling. You need to be an automaton that operates at the highest level that no machine or no other individual can operate at. And you need to do this for months and even years of being drained, lifeless, soulless, giving everything you have for the mission, even though there's no return. And this is what all these successful people are really saying. They're not saying work hard and then take a day off. They're not even saying work hard and enjoy your coffee and read a book in the morning before kissing your wife goodbye. Your soul needs to be so vacuous of anything that resembles your old life of being comfort and a loser that you are forced to reshape who you are. And the reason I can say this is yesterday it broke. It snapped for me. I realized that in order for being the man that's making $1 million a month, which I know in my heart that is going to happen, I know it for a fact, I have to completely change who I am. I have to completely change my relationship to pain, the struggle, and hard work. I need to basically be calloused, stone. My internal workings and the thing that is my spirit needs to be made out of cast iron. To the fact where there's no mobility, there's no shaking, there's no ups and downs and middles and left and rights. It just works. It just gets the job done and the emotions are put into the background to be unlocked in maybe a couple of years at a minimum. So where I'm trying to go with this is never say I. As a man, nothing is about you. And if you think that anything's about you or something's going to come back or that you're doing this for some sort of reward, you're going to lose. It needs to be for the soul heart of the work. The heart of everything you need to do is just the work, the struggle, and the pain. Women and children get to be happy and think about themselves. You should only be thinking about others and how to perform at the highest level. Now I understand when they say that happiness is not real. If you really are operating at the height of what it means, if you really are operating at that level to achieve the dreams that you say that you want with the Lambos, the bitches, and the property, then there's going to have to be nothing left inside of you. You're going to have to be vacuous and an empty spirit at times. You are going to be a body without a soul, without the gooey and the warmth and the niceness that maybe you're used to on a Saturday night going to the movies. But what I've realized is that nobody can say anything to hurt me anymore. Nothing can discourage me anymore, and I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Work so hard that you become numb. Work so hard that you just give up on the idea of this working at all, and it's survival. You shouldn't be happy. You should be proud of yourself. Not in the moment, but looking back over the past 9 months and saying, wow, I don't know how I made it through that. And then you'll be proud only after you've achieved the things that you want.